NHKWORLD Japan News at 9:10 a.m. today.
Welcome back to NHK Newsline. I'm Kamiko Sakno. Islamic group Hamas has released 4 female Israeli soldiers and handed them over to the Red Cross. It's the second batch of prisoners to be swapped between Israel and Hamas. The handover brings the total number of released Israeli hostages to 7. Israeli officials say the 4 women were reunited with their families. Under a 6-week ceasefire that began last Sunday, Hamas agreed to release a total of 33 hostages in phases. In exchange, Israel is set to release hundreds of Palestinian prisoners.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing good. I was listening to Financial Times and then NHK Japan every morning.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm just doing some
Yeah,
cooking and some cleaning.
What are you doing?
Some cooking and some cleaning, bachelor
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So, sorry, this meeting is which one? So I'm
This
slightly...
one is the first of the regularly scheduled meetings where we have a guest speaker. This is the big meetings every second and fourth Tuesday with guest speakers.
Today's Saturday.
Today's Saturday, and this is Alya Lei of Hollywood, California. She's a Hollywood actress is coming on today.
Yeah, but you said they're normally on Tuesdays.
No, every second and fourth Saturday. This president for this year, she has to work during the week. She can't meet anybody. Her job is ferocious at the office. She can't facilitate meetings on Tuesdays, so she asked if we could, shift everything for her presidency to Saturdays. We were like, yeah, sure,
Okay, so when do we start? Sorry, I just saw the note.
Looks like another 13 minutes.
Okay, so I can go leave you to listen to the rest of your catch up with your news.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, okay. Oh no,
Yeah, I'll see you back in a second.
All right. I'll probably stay on unless I get a call because you're on my phone at the moment.
Thank you,
Okay.
buddy.
All right, bye. By the way, did you manage to sort out Vincent?
I did advise him further on everything that you said, and then there was a couple of other people, his mentors from Nigeria who helped him with his resume, and another one echoed exactly what you said, even before he read what you said, that you need to be a success there first.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Chukwudi Eke.
Okay.
Yep. And I can put you in that group if you want. He's a great.
No. I think I'm mentoring too many people at the moment, so and I need to be able to manage my time.
Exactly.
So yeah, being in too many groups is because I don't know whether I went to Ghana to go be keynote speaker at the Independence Square for the youth and entrepreneurship fair back in September, and I had about 4,000 people there, speaking to them, and then for a 2-week training in solar installations, security, and all the rest of it, cooking for the ladies and all that kind of stuff, and farming and all that. So and speaking to some of the universities as well as some of the schools. So from that perspective, I've also got another lot on my plate, apart from the stuff that I'm doing already. So I want to pick up a whole load more. So I'm very cautious about what I add to my agenda.
I don't blame you.
Because I mean, as you say, he's got loads of people that are supporting him. So um,
Yeah.
he needs to show his school to showcase his skill set in order to, you know, I mean, even if he's going to get into Harvard or any of the other universities that you put him forward for, he's still going to have to show that he knows what he's talking about, even if he's got good grades. Um, what cases has he done? Are there any projects that he's done that show what he can do and what he's capable of? Has he written any programs, AI programs, automating things? Are there apps, stuff that he
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly why I offered him to be a guest speaker, for Rotary, and
okay,
also
so that
to write an article in Presidential Magazine
mm,
about anything he wants to write about. Yeah, to authorize him, to authoritize him, to give him credibility, and people that look up folks on the internet, they'll see, oh my gosh, this kid was a guest speaker at Rotary. Yeah, and I've also encouraged him to join Rotary, and I think based on what you just said, I'm going to remind him he should be coming to these meetings. I mean, if you don't want to participate in anything, then it's kind of difficult to help people.
yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean,
I've never seen him at a meeting.
you you reap what you sow. I don't care whether it's reaping and sowing, circle of life, action, reaction, are opposite and equal. Or I mean, what you put in is you get out, and you sometimes I get out more. But if you don't put anything in, you get nothing out. And even if that's showing up to a meeting so that your name is on the list, oh, you've
All
shown up
right,
to blah 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 number of meetings. I mean, that doesn't cost you much. I mean, maybe a
sure.
few.
Well, that's how I've had old people even call me and say, "Hey, Marty, we noticed you always come to the thing, and we wanted you to be the president of that particular Rotary club in another city." So they made me president because I was always there. I was always interested. I'm an amicable guy. You know,
Mm, mm.
I'm a nice
Okay.
guy. Yeah. All right. I'll see you in about 8 minutes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Bye.
Yeah, I like this photo.
Hi, Marty. How are you?
I'm doing good. I like this hair. I like the photo. This is the best ever yet.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, my messy hair. I love it.
Yeah. Oh God, I know mine gets so stringy and messy and frizzy. It's unbelievable
Mm.
how frizzy it can get and a complete stringy mess. And I stopped using a brush. One of
Mm-hmm.
my hairdressers in New York told me you might want to stop using a brush and ripping your hair out as you get older. So I stopped using a brush. And she's from Brazil. Um,
Well, what did you use? Just your
I just
hands?
actually been using
Yeah, yeah, your
my
hairs. Yeah.
fingers and just do it slowly. And I looked at my brush, the huge tufts of hair. I was like, I literally am. I'm ripping my hair.
Yeah.
Because remember, it was really long, and I went to my hairdresser. I started getting my hair colored. I never thought I would do that as a man, but I know women do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, let me, I'm getting older. I was looking really, really bad. And she said, let's leave this gray because it looks cool. We'll
Mm-hmm.
just do black, you know. So it's just a process of working with her. She's a very young lady. She always has green hair. She loves the full green hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she is probably the best colorist I've ever seen. It's got to be for 200 miles around.
Oh,
Yeah, she
excellent.
shows up sometimes with like red hair, pink hair, all types of stuff.
And about hair, it's me who do all the stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Do you use that Madison Reed? That's a really good one.
Yeah. No, well, I do everything at home. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
like nobody touch my hair and my nails. That's the truth.
yeah. The
So,
Madison Reed is really good. It's an at home, but she's become very famous, that Madison Reed hair coloring.
mhm.
You buy it at the store and
Mm. That's it.
oh, okay. So did you have a website that I can link to? I just linked to your LinkedIn website.
Yes, but I don't have my own website. I use
Okay.
just LinkedIn. That's the truth.
Okay. Which is very popular, and you can build your own page on LinkedIn too,
Yeah, 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 I know, but I
your own
don't like
company.
it. That's the truth. I don't like have my own website and all this stuff. I never like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But well,
Share sound.
Marty, tell me what I need to do. I'm going to take the classes next Monday, so
Okay.
I I want to work right now in everything you need me. So please advise me, enlighten me.
So your path is really very similar to the path of Chuck Woody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very similar indeed. Uh, because when I was looking up classes for you to take,
Mm-hmm.
it was saying use the word giving and that type of stuff. So, you go up here to my Rotary, you want to go into your section,
Mm-hmm.
and oh, it looks like yep, we've got an AI reader. And when you go in there, you sign in. Use your email and password.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, if you scroll down a little bit, right there is the Learning Center. I see President-elect Ritu is there. And so here is where in the Learning Center you could literally search. Up here in this box up here,
Mm-hmm.
you can use words like giving. And so the power of giving, these are two courses, but also I tried the word uh, you know, fundraising, and you'll notice people in here talking and they have suggestions too. But that's a great one, the power of giving. And I completed, I guess it took 15 minutes to do that one. And I
Mm-hmm.
got my certificate. So that was really good. And then it always has your certificate up here. So you can save that as well.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
All right, let me see. I saw it looked like, yeah, Ritu came in. So that was good. Oh, let me stop screen sharing. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there's Ritu. Okay, Alya. Okay, yeah, there's Alya. Okay. All right. Well, welcome, Alya. How you feeling today? I wonder, let's see if we ask Ritu to unmute, Stormy to unmute. Carolina is already unmuted.
Good morning.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Stormy.
Good morning.
Okay. Oh, looks like there's something in the chat. Oh, Pumza. Okay, good. Pumza. Wow. Pumza from South Africa.
That's good.
Awesome. She's going to get our notes. Looks like Elizabeth is asking to come in. Yep. She wants to take notes. Dr. Charlene. Okay. Elizabeth's from down in Florida. Down in Miami, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Let me just ask, is everybody okay? Okay, Ritu's having some technical issues with Zoom. She might have to log back in. Jean Marie is not seeing the Zoom link. Okay, let's just send it to her again. There we go. Looks like Dr. Charlene, you got in okay?
I did.
Okay.
Thank you.
I know that Jean Marie at one point she had to actually create like a new account or something. And when I went in, this thing confused, I may have to switch it back to my name, but I made my name Rotary is my first name, and my last name is Club of Global Impact. So, and I put the club logo up because this was the club account, but it seems like I no longer have a private account underneath Martin. Every meeting I go to is a man named Rotary. Yeah. So Charlene, did that logo work good for you on the website?
Yeah, I'm sure
Actually,
it does. I've been working on my book, so I haven't been on anything else but my book.
yeah.
So I'll have a look later. But thank you.
I think it's good. I think everything's cool. I got the link to your website going. Welcome,
Perfect.
Shanker.
Thank you.
And if anybody is having a problem with their microphone or anything, just let us know. We may need to click, saying unmute you, but just let us know. Alf is on from Germany. We were talking earlier.
Yeah, just a quick one, Marty. If you need to change your name as it appears, if you click on it, you can change it real time. If you click on the top
Oh,
right,
I think you're right. I think I did that. Click on, I did that the other night.
yeah, and you
What
can
do I
change your
do?
name.
View profile?
With what is it? It says change. Should say. Sorry, I'm using different
It may
machines.
not do that for me because um because I would have to go into my main account.
I know you should be able to change your. Oh, hold on a sec. I think it depends on the settings on the Zoom account.
Yeah.
Whether it allows you to change your name. There is something in the. I remember setting up some meetings, and there's an option to allow attendees to change their names, to change their names.
Yeah, I think it lets the attendee change it.
Yeah, but you have to click on that setting on the in the account setup.
Yeah.
For the meeting.
So I thought maybe in the account setup, I'll go in there later and do that.
Yeah. Then people can change their names if they so wish.
Okay,
Or
Quanta said, are we started yet? I don't see Quanta in the room. I'm just sending her the information again. And I think a couple of people, I don't know why they may have a problem or not, but
Hello, Marty.
hey, what's up, Shank?
All good. Looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, you got in okay, right?
Yeah.
All right. And I did turn off that feature of where people's camera does not come on automatically or something. I hate that feature. But then what that did was people were unable to use their cameras. So, well, Shanker, we might as well get started. I know that the president-elect is having a problem with her access, and she's gonna come back in again. Did
Okay.
you have any information you want to recap what the secretary has been doing over the past 2 weeks and the things you've been involved in with the club and what's been going on and folks you've been talking to and
Yeah, it's been going well. I've been trying to connect with various members and sending out letters about the exciting information on the topics and the people going to talk every Saturday, which we came to understand is the new norm for RCOGI worldwide. So the Saturdays are important days when we will introduce our sponsors, our speakers, and take it on from there. And I got a background here of my latest book, which is why I put that background there.
oh yeah, tell us about your book real quick.
Yeah, it's all about navigating through the new environment in India focus, as a way for international companies to see how they can set up their businesses in India. So I formed this book like a manual so that one can read the book on various aspects, where to go, which trade to go, trade official to reach out to, and what are the latest tax norms and all of that. And finally, at the end of each chapter, we have questions and answers. So basically, one is getting practical know-how into how to navigate into the Indian environment in business. So we'll be, of course, appointing 5 consultants so that if somebody wants to go deeper into that, they can. And they can actually understand even more and help them get to Indian markets pretty soon. So that's set to launch on the Amazon.
Sounds awesome. And I see our president-elect is on, so I'm going to turn the meeting over to Ritu Chopra.
Hi, Marty and all. I apologize. There's some technical issue on my machine. Wasn't still in the waiting, not being able to connect and see you all. But good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And welcome to the meeting here, and especially welcome our guest speaker. I wanted to just share a simple message that we begin the new year. We have some shift in our leadership happening at the same time. So if you are a new member or existing member, thank you for your loyalty and your patience and your support for the club and its initiative. So you must have seen some messages about the newer website or anything. If you have questions, please feel free to reach out to someone in the leadership team. We'll be happy to answer information or the questions that you have. And let's plan for an exciting new year. With that message, Marty, back to you.
Yeah, thank you. I see the closed captions has come on in English, so that's good. I'm trying to see here. Yeah, the participants. Okay, Quanta wants to come in. Let me get Quanta in there. Gene Russo. There may be one more Ritu coming in.
Yes,
So-
that's why I joined on my phone and I'm not able to see everyone. I'm going to log off from my phone.
Okay, okay, I got you. I've got everybody in now. There was quite a few requests on delay. So looks like everybody has made it in. And let me get the opening video going for you guys here. And then we can check with Alya and see how she's doing. It looks like, yeah, she is here. I haven't heard from her yet. Alya, can you hear us okay? And is your, oh, look like, yeah, she had a thumbs up. Are you able to get your camera on? Oh, I may have to ask her to start video. It's a weird feature. Yeah. Well, we'll give her a second. There she is. Yep. Welcome again, Alya. And she can murder me later for pronouncing her name wrong if I still haven't gotten that out of my system.
It's okay. It's close. It's really close.
Okay. Because I actually had your name. I hate to admit this, but I had WEI for at least 2 years in my phone.
Oh,
I was looking at it and I was looking at IMDb. I'm like, why do I have a W? You are so stupid. And I changed it on my phone and I changed it on WhatsApp. And I was like, that's probably half the reason in San Francisco I was saying your name wrong. So, all right, we're going to fix that today once and for all. Gene Russo, how are you doing today before we start?
Trying to unmute me. I'm doing wonderful. Been a busy morning already.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, for a Saturday. And I
yeah.
also want to mention Dr. Charlene is working on another book as well. Ritu had a book that came out this week. So we've got to hear from them. And I was thinking about opening up a whole book page on the website for people that have published books. You guys are just been ferocious with your work. Yeah. So let me see if I can you guys hear the music on that?
No, not yet.
Okay. Oh, okay. Maybe I didn't share the screen. I thought I was.
I think you share the screen, but you didn't put with sound from video.
Ooh, oh goodness gracious.
There's a little tick
No,
box
I
at the
do
bottom.
have it there. Yeah, share sound and optimize for video sharing. We'll try it again. I don't hear any sound on my end coming through, which was weird. So I've never experienced that before. No, I'm not getting any sound on my end, so I'll have to.
Marty, you may want to unshare and then share system sounds on those three dots.
Okay.
Once you have to unshare, because it will keep the same in the cache.
Yeah, okay. Okay, unshare, okay.
And
then
then the three dots, if you can look at in, no,
on the bottom?
or on your system settings, not on the Zoom settings.
I'll mess with it another day. I think a lot of people have seen that video and whatnot and experienced it. But I think the big things for the webmaster this week has been, as Shankar said, we were so happy with the website, and we felt lucky that all this stuff has occurred. And you know, the benefits of having the new website working with credit card acceptance and everything has been just terrific. And we got a good chance to see that in work, and so I can just share that with you guys right now. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, so the website is going good. We remain open to your suggestions, ideas, changes, updates. I think everybody can see the website now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we've got Alya up there, and the news feed is going good. It populates with all the news worldwide. We've got the upcoming shows. These are just big shows, not regular meetings.
Marty, the news feed is the Rotary news feed?
This is the Rotary news feed.
Excellent.
Yeah, this is the RSS feed. And
Okay.
I was talking with them the other day in the marketing department. So anytime they put something out, it automatically
We'll bring
populates
it here. Okay.
10 seconds later. So
Okay.
that's nice. Food pantry's going good. Still stocking it every day, guys. All the awards are here and everything. I'm not going to go all through this website. I mean, we would be here for an hour, but the new website is going good. Some of the upgrades that we've experienced is literally the capability to join online is much more streamlined. And you just fill out this application. These are the standard questions, and you would submit. And when you submit, there's Quanta with Stephanie Urchik. But when you submit, it automatically then asks you to pay.
Okay.
So the gateway for paying is right underneath it, Easy Pay Online. And we had a member, Ashmi Trivedi, come back and say, I'm back home. I think she went to India for the holidays. She said, I'm back home and I want to pay my dues. And I told her, we'll just pay the prorated. As the treasurer, just pay the prorated. And that was like $67 because 3 weeks is already gone. And so she just simply went in here and paid. You know, I told her use option A. So when you click on that to pay now, you just pay right here.
I was wondering, like 3 weeks is $90 for 6 months. So how is it that she pays only 67?
Oh, I think it's $375 a week is what it works out to.
So it should be more
So
than
that was $11.25 off. And I think I may have just told her, since by the time it processes, to do the whole $15 off, because it may not process her until the end of January.
that would be 75 then.
75. I think maybe that's what she paid, was 75 then. Yeah.
Because you said 67. I saw.
Yeah. Yeah. So she paid and is good to go, and it was relatively easy for her. So, you know, the whole thing of begging people for invoices and having to log into DACDB, and I can't remember my login and my password's not working and all that stuff is over.
Um, I was wondering because, it was my understanding when, I've been a Rotarian now 9 years almost, that all the clubs had to go with the district application, like DACDB is a district used. So all the clubs do that. So I don't know, was there any advice from the district that we should stay with DACDB?
No, all the clubs are not on DACDB. There's a lot of clubs in this district that have 5 members, 6 members, 8 members. They're not using DACDB. Yeah.
Okay.
And it is extremely archaic and clunky.
So,
So you're
Marty,
allowed to
this-
use Club Runner. You can use any of the licensed software systems that you feel like, or none. You can just use the Rotary. In our talks with Rotary this week, they showed us you could just use the membership database system that we have, and that's what we did.
so the club runner is not in place.
No, we never voted to pay Club Runner. We just agreed that it was probably the best software out there.
Yeah, well, my concern is always that a lot of these softwares, they have introductory rate and then they hike. So I just want to be careful on anything that is a good software. So the features are good, but what is going to cost comparison to if we have something we could utilize without any expenses, added expenses. Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering about one another thing about the security. So if we stay with the district, as far as the identity security is concerned, that's probably one factor we should consider, because when you stay connected to them, then I don't know, we have to explore that. In other words, let's be very cautious when making a decision and
So-
consider many factors.
Yeah, so here we're on the database that's offered that we're already paying for from Rotary.org.
Okay,
We have their privacy policy on every page of our website.
okay,
So you can see how they collect data, what Rotary does with it. And this database is much better for our members, honestly. So I want to ask every member, please, to go in to Rotary.org, log in, make sure your photo's up to date and your information.
okay.
And we're already paying for this, so it's being such a small.
Oh, okay. So it's not like we're going somewhere else. I see what.
No, we've been here all the time, actually.
Oh,
It's just that the having 2 databases has really confused our members over 2 years. A lot
Oh,
of people have not put the time and effort into their database at Rotary.org, which is really where if they were in business and they want to work with people like Quanta, like I noticed you asked the Rotary Club of Leicester in England, hey, if you guys want to work with us on peace initiatives, really where you want to build your profile and work is with that 1.4 million members and all the clubs.
right.
If you're only working in DACDB, you're limited to Charlotte, North Carolina, and you're paying double the money, and you're such a small club. And so those are the things we were asking, like, are we doing ticketing? Are we doing barcode scanning? Do we need this database for $400 or $500 a year to do, the name cards that are printed out with 200 at every meeting and putting them in a little plastic with the pin? That's some of the big strengths of DACDB and Wild Apricot and Club Runner and all the licensed systems. The strengths of it is that barcode scanning, cell phone scanning for dinners, boop, 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 where you've got hundreds and hundreds of people coming into your dinners that you're hosting, every quarter, your golf event. That's like super crunch, very important for big clubs that are hosting events and stuff, have got to have DAC DB, Club Runner or something. They've got to have it. So for us, we're not hosting mega dinners and stuff. So come in here to my Rotary, guys, and log in and make sure that your profile across the earth. This is as good as LinkedIn. You'll see this screen when you come in. It'll say hello, and make sure your profile is geared towards what you're trying to do as a business professional right now. So I would recommend on your background that you put what you're trying to accomplish. Like, for Quanta, she would be, I'm busily working on spreading peace and signing people up for the Cities of Peace program, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Your professional experience, somebody like Jean Marie is going to want to heavily have in her areas of expertise and her professional experience and what she's trying to accomplish, because people all over the world are looking at this now.
Okay. That's a good information, Marty. I just want to make sure we give our guest enough time for her presentation. So,
Absolutely.
would you like to introduce her?
Yeah, absolutely.
Please.
So today, guys, we're super excited to have Alya with us, and she has been a friend of mine. I'm just going to bring up her IMDb here. She's been a friend of mine for quite some time, and she's doing exceptionally well. You may have seen her on HBO or Netflix. She was born in Hong Kong and immigrated to the United States when she was 3 years old. And Alya had the epiphany to be an actor in elementary school. And although she never acted on the impulse until after graduating from college, which she says is ironic, she loves being a part of production that connects to the audience and affects a person's life in a positive way. And she did play the therapist on HBO's Barry. So our Barry, who Alya had lunch with this past summer, I mentioned you actually had lunch with the lady who plays the therapist on Barry. But she was also an attorney on Fox's Lucifer. If you guys have enjoyed that television series, Lucifer, and a mom on Netflix's 13 Reasons, and also indie films and Hollywood productions. You can read all about it here at IMDb. She's got quite an extensive biography across Hollywood. We feel super lucky to have her with us today. And if you'd like to watch some of her shorts and take a look at, these are like super important photos when you're hoping to get picked up on a film. But she can be pretty funny as well, I would say. She's had some comedy bits and pieces and can be pretty funny. And actually, she sent a photo over for us to use, and it was of her being silly. And we really liked it. It just cut off part of her head. And so we said maybe if we can get a photo that shows all of your hair and whatnot. But I am super proud to introduce Alya today. And her husband, Eric, is a great guy. Without further ado, everybody, please welcome Alya.
Well, thank you. Hi.
Welcome.
Thanks for that nice intro, Marty. And preferably Alya. I tried to fix I couldn't like rename my name so that I could do the phonetics. So, but yes, it's okay.
I got you. Sorry for my accent.
Famous Indian actress by the name of Alya here too.
I'm sorry, what's that?
You share the same name with an Indian actress, Alya. But
oh, nice. And she even pronounces it the same.
She pronounces it as Alya.
Okay.
Alya.
So close.
Yeah.
And my daughter, who is actually in China at the moment, is also called Alya, but she spells it, well, I spell it differently. A double A at the front and a double A at the back.
I love it. That's so great. And what? And she's in China right now.
Yeah, she's schooling in China with her mom.
Is she in school or vacationing?
Yeah, school. She
School.
just
Okay.
she'll be coming back to the UK next year, doing her university. So she just finished her. Her name is ALIY
I love it. That's so cool.
Uh,
So there's like so many of us now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And
she's joining good. She's joining good company.
I
She's
did
She's joining good company.
yes.
I did promise Alya
Oh,
that we were going to have an open format today. So I don't think she has like a speech prepared, guys, that she was going to read from a piece of paper. This is kind of coffee. If you have a coffee, now's a good time to get a swig.
I mean, I can do a brief
But
intro if you want and then ask questions if you'd like.
yeah, if you would, that's nice.
That would be great. Yes. But so I would like you to tell us some of the exciting moments or surprising moments and fun moments, anything that stands out for you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. So a little bit more about me just real quick is this is my is that my branding as an actor, as an entertainer, um, is that if you know Margaret Cho, she is hilarious, super funny, a little raunchy. And if you know Anna Faris, she's both American actresses, comedians. Um, Anna Faris is really warm, very bubbly, kind of maybe airheaded a little. Now, if those two had a baby, that would be me. So that is my essence. Okay. Yeah. So I really especially enjoy playing characters that are misfits, that don't quite fit in. Like, this is an international audience, so I'm not sure how much this will relate, but there's always that school counselor that has her door open all the time, but nobody comes in to visit and, to talk to her like that, or the mom that doesn't quite fit in with the PTA. So those are really what I shine at doing. So to answer your question, Ritu, some fun moments as I'm going through my journey as an actress and actor and entertainer is I would say that it was really great on HBO's Barry that I was directed by Bill Hader. And again, this is American audiences, maybe internationally, but Bill Hader was on Saturday Night Live. He is just so funny, loves improv, which I also love, and he happened to be directing the episode that I got to act in. So that was really fun. And it was a little embarrassing because since I was a fan, usually you don't, professionally, you don't say you're a fan, but I did. I was like, I'm a fan, so that was really cool. And he was really nice.
Yeah. Aliyah, I phonetically spelled your name underneath your name on my cell phone now, so to remind me. Have you been affected by the fires with friends in Hollywood, and what can you tell us?
I'm so lucky that personally I haven't been affected. But I do have friends that had to evacuate. And luckily, my personal friends have not been, I mean, some of them sustained slight damage to their homes, but they were able to move in. They didn't lose everything. So, really lucky with all of that. LA is so huge
I
that
know.
it's really weird that these devastating fires that demolished certain homes and areas, and then at the same time you've got an entire section of LA that is affected by the smoke and the air quality, but they're still having to go to business as usual. So there's this deep contrast within the same LA area, where people have lost everything and people still have to go to work. So it's really strange. But everyone, at least in the Pasadena, Altadena fire area, from what I understand and from what I've heard, is that what's been really nice is that everyone's really come together, at least in those communities. And I know some political stuff has started to do some finger pointing, but before that, everyone was really coming together. And I loved hearing that, regardless of political alliances. They were just there to help everyone.
So true, so true. And we're super proud to receive notification, the money that Stormy and I put in all year long to Airbnb, the foundation, that Airbnb, this is not the first fire that they've gone into LA, but that they authorized 1,000 rooms for free, which can be like, it can be a room, it can be a cabin, it can be a home, you know how the Airbnb listings are. But they've gone in before, and they did it about like an hour and 45 minutes outside of LA to get away from the smoke. And so that has really been helpful. They're doing it here right now in Western North Carolina. So what happens with that program is, because we own a bed and breakfast, every time somebody stays here, a certain amount of money is seized from Stormy and I's payment and goes into that foundation across Earth. And anytime you see stuff happening like Morocco, Algeria, Turkey, you'll notice that Airbnb announces we're releasing 10,000 free homes throughout like Turkey that people can stay in for free for weeks or sometimes months. And certainly Ukraine and Florida and Puerto Rico and the Chile fires, they released rooms. So that was really nice to see all that going on, and how one company with a new idea can reach around the earth and do this so quick and offer thousands of free room nights to people. They have literally the inventory on earth anywhere at any time, you know? So we felt really good about that.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for doing that, you and Stormy.
Yeah, and if anybody else in the club, I know a couple of club members went into the district. The information was there, how to donate to the Los Angeles district. I donated $100, so you could donate $5. There's still fires lighting this week. Anybody else with a question?
Yes,
Leah?
I would like to ask you, I'm always fascinated when actors, they're playing role, how from their personal lives to contrast into the roles they play. Do you feel that is just a role, is just a something for the outside world for entertainment, or does that kind of personally affects you, the role that you play?
Yeah, depending on the role, a little bit of both, right? I'm an entertainer, and the reason I entertain is because I know that sometimes people think entertainment is frivolous. I actually really believe that entertainment can save lives. And so depending on the role, sometimes it's just fun and funny. Like when I do improv, there's no emotional attachment to it other than in the moment, right? And sometimes, like watching a show that you guys might have seen, you can be deeply impacted by that show that you watched. I can also be deeply impacted by a role that I do that can, you know, open an awareness that I may not have accepted before. So yes, a little bit of both.
I have seen some episodes, series, and where it starts and at the progression of that episode and the actors play that role, their emotional uh, expressions, for lack of better word, in during that acting process, and how when it all wraps up, it's always fascinating, and that's why that's why I asked this question. I'm sure some of those things are um, transforms inside, right? And something can be negative as well because you're playing a role, but just the stress comes with it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I personally, for certain roles, right? Like I have a friend and he does a lot of, he's fantastic, really sweet, nice guy, but he looks like a big gangster. Like you know, if you're walking down the street and you're in an alley, you don't want to walk, you know, you don't want to walk, you want to avoid this guy, right? Like you see him and you want to avoid him. Actually, he's very sweet, but he looks so scary. And because of the way he looks, he often plays horrible, horrible characters, right? Um, what he does is he just taps into some of the horrific stuff or the parts of himself that we all have. We all have. Um, but but he doesn't, most people don't do in regular life. And so he taps into that and then he lets it go, knowing that it's a character.
Okay.
So if I was to do a part that had that kind of, I don't know what the word is. If I was to do a part where it was that heinous of a person characterized, I actually would have to separate so it does not negatively affect who I am in my regular life. So I wouldn't go as deep.
Okay. One more quick question, and I'll let you go to the next people waiting. So in this case, either your personal experiences or other actors that you know, if they play a role just opposite of their true personality, who they are, do you find that when you are in a public setting, social setting, you're judged by that kind of character that people saw?
Yes, yes. It's so interesting because that's a great point. It's like when you watch, I don't know about you, but when I watch a show and I get involved with that character and then I see that person in real life, I automatically make this assumption that they're the character I've seen, right? And so yes, that is one of the dangers of acting is if you don't play a very nice, or if you play a really, let's say, irresponsible character, then people think you're very irresponsible. So that does happen. Yeah, that's comes with the territory. Yes, thank you. Thank you for your questions.
That's funny. That's a great question. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Okay, I guess I'm next. Thank you very much, Ritu, for giving us time. Appreciate it. My daughter's name is Ayla, so it's kind of interesting. So I was almost calling you Ayla. Alya, I remember that Sidney Poitier refused to play the roles that make Black people look bad because he looked Black, and the concept was like, they wanted to put, him to portray Black people in a negative way. And he refused those roles, even though he needed the money really badly. So wouldn't it be wonderful, the person that you are mentioning looks so scary, really play the character that he who really resonates with it, so that people's prejudices against looks will be eliminated rather than perpetuated. And sometimes you have to make a sacrifice, financial sacrifice, saying, no, I am not going to perpetuate this myth that, people that look like me are mean people. What do you think about that? Thank you.
I love that so much. And I think that I love that so much. And I think that in general, Hollywood is starting to move in that direction, opening roles up, not based on stereotypes, So, and it depends. Film is different than TV, which is different than Netflix, in my experience. And in some films that are more traditional, let's say, more traditional, you've got the bad guys, you've got the good guys. The bad guys look bad just because of they look scary. I don't know if that part will change.
The good-looking guys are really bad guys, actually.
Oh yeah, 100%. But they, like in films, they still make them look like they're like if you watch like movies that are the blockbuster movies, I'm still noticing that the bad guys, not the lead bad guy, but the bad guys in the background that support, that's not a background actor, but a supporting actor and not the lead actor. The supporting actors still tend to look like they're bad guys, even though they're not. Like, shoot, I'm trying to think. I can't remember his name, but Danny Trujillo. I'm sure he's lovely, but he looks like a bad guy because he looks mean. But I think they are taking away the stereotype based on the color of a person's skin. That's getting better, and I feel like they're starting to cast more based on the actor bringing in the energy of a bad guy. But yeah, you're right. Like bad guys come in all shapes, colors, sizes. Yeah. So I don't know what the solution is, but I love that you're thinking that way. And I totally agree with Mr. Poitier, fabulous actor, that not to promote those stereotypes in people's eyes, I think is 100%.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, me? Hi, Alya. I'm Carolina from Santiago, Chile. In the other side. Yeah.
What time is
I
it?
want.
What time is it over there for you?
Almost 2 p.m.
Oh, not bad. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. Well, I want to ask you, which was the most challenging character did you play and why?
Thank you. That's a great question. Which is the most challenging character that I played and why? Probably the most current film that's an independent film that's in the festivals and it even went internationally. I played a character who lost her baby and she was in a gay marriage. And that was probably the hardest character because having to access the loss of a miscarriage and then the those feelings of guilt, responsibility, blame, disconnection, right? Misunderstanding. Plus we were living after the after the miscarriage, living at my character's wife's mom's house and not fitting in there as well. All of those, yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Wow. And which was the name of the film?
It's called Laughing Again.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jean Marie Russo from San Antonio.
You're muted.
You're still muted.
There we go. Okay. Some people would like that, so that's okay. Thank you so much for taking my question here. I have two of them. The first question would be that when you had the first passion for acting, at what age or who, if you would share with us, who was your coach or mentor or someone that you specifically gravitated to have that ability to elevate yourself in the acting field? That would be my first question. And the second one would be, if you were able to speak to a younger generation about your choice of career choice, what would you say to them to encourage them or to have them embrace their dream, if you will?
I love those. Okay, great questions. Thank you so much, Jean. The first question is, to answer the first question, it was in grade school. I don't know what I did. I don't really remember. I just remember my dad picking me up from elementary school, and I was like, Dad, I got it. I figured it out. I want to be an actor. So that was when I was in grade school. Unfortunately, my father, well-meaning at the time, but I didn't realize it, said, and this was a while ago, right? And we were immigrants. I was an immigrant as well. I immigrated over when I was 3. He said, and at that time was at least true to my awareness, he said, you can't be an actor in America. There's no way. Look at your face. There's nobody on TV that looks like you. Heartbreaking, right? Crushing. I finally came back to it after I graduated from college with a degree in graphic design and illustration. Did not do any acting at all. Not even in high school, too scared, nothing. And then after I graduated from college, I decided to take an acting class at a junior college in the area. And that was really scary. I almost didn't do it. Isn't that fascinating? But I did. And the first teacher was very kind, very supportive. And I have to tell you, I was terrible. I was awful. My acting skills were terrible, but we did have a performance and it was fun. And when we did our performance at the end of the class, I don't know what happened, but at that moment, boom, lightning struck. And I did something so spontaneous in the moment. Where are you? You moved. I've lost you.
Oh, I'm here.
You are, there you are. Thank you. In the moment, spontaneously, just, you know, when people say you're in the zone, I got in the zone during that performance and I felt it and I loved it. And I knew that was still the right thing for me. Now, to answer your second question, to encourage anyone on their journeys is, I think probably just do it. Don't worry so much about all the stuff in the future. Just take the first step, the first inspired step that you would love to do. Do that. And don't judge it or yourself for being good or bad, or compare yourself to others and how they're better or they're worse. Focus on what you're doing and loving it, then take the next step and love that. And then you'll know the next step. And there will be obstacles and it isn't easy, but if you love it, just keep taking the next step. And it's collaborative. It's not you by yourself. You've got your team, you've got other people you work with, other writers. Get a great group of people and just keep taking that next step. And I say anybody can do it.
Oh,
I can do
I
it.
love
Anybody.
it.
Yeah.
No, I love it. Thank you. Thank you. And one more quick question. If you had a quote or a mantra, would you share it with us?
I don't have a quote or mantra.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, I think I'm still in the process of growing. So I think maybe just being open to continuing to learn and grow, and compassion maybe for ourselves and others. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Alf D from Germany. Alf Dolam Kapoor. Alf, just unmute it for a second if you get a chance there.
Yep. Good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are. Good morning, depending on your geographical location. We're already in the evening, I think. It's dark outside, so these things come to try us. Thanks again for the opportunity. Thanks for Rotary for bringing you on. It's a pleasure being part of this system. I have 3 questions, which you can answer in any order that you wish. What roles would you not like to play and why? Second one, Mills and Boons used to give us stereotype. Mills and Boons, I don't know whether you know Mills and Boons in the States. I'm a bit long in the tooth. I'm sure Marty over there would know what I'm talking about. Maybe not, but it was definitely a big thing in the UK. There was these love stories that were written and they were published by Mills and Boons, and every single one ended up in living happily ever after with the prince or the princess of your dreams, and it was it's everything went bad, and then the knight in shining armor came in, stole the show, the princess let down her hair, and everything was and it's given us a misconception, for want of a better way, of what love is, and understanding of what relationships should be like and how they should end up, and which gives us a concept of who we are. So my question to you is, what do you think the impact of what you do, how do you think it affects society in the reaction and in our reactions to each other? Because you're relaying, I mean, you said you'd probably be the baby of 2 different type personalities, so to speak. I think I've watched you in a drama or 2. I think you're very good, but that's beside the point. What are you, as an actor, you're trying to portray something. As you say, you try and avoid, the mental consequences, the negative mental consequences of what you're doing. But what do you think is your impact on society as a whole? What kind of legacy would you like to leave? As I was an actor who did XYZ, and I think I left this on society. The third one, which is sort of related, is what in general do you think is the effect of media, whether it's social, video, human interaction? You've got TikTok challenges that go awry, you've got all this, and in some ways you are part of that, in that you are in that media, in quote, media space. How do you think, so it's sort of related to the same question number 2, how do you think that impacts society? And thanks again for your time and being available to us. I mean, it's not every day that you you meet a famous person in acting. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for your questions. Thank you, Marty, for having me here. Thank you guys all for so many great questions. I'll try my best to answer the three if I can remember. First question, which was, what would I not want to do and why? Goes back to Quanta's original question. I would not want to portray any kind of perpetuating a stereotype of just based on how I look on the outside, especially that is negative and not accurate, or true.
Okay, just a clarification on that one. So what would then be, because you also said, I mean, you talked about your friend who looks like a big burly bloke who looks a bit, mean, you wouldn't like to cross him in an alley. What about, I mean, if you're a producer or a director or a casting director, would you like to try and change the stereotyping of that kind of look being a negative look? Because for some reason in the back of our minds, we have that impression. If somebody looks like this or is dressed in a particular way, irrespective of color or irrespective of anything else, they've got to be shaved head, tattoos, they got to be a bad person, or that kind of misconception. And turns out to be, look, he's a teddy bear, he's the greatest person on earth, or he's the greatest next Bill Gates or whatever philanthropist on planet Earth. Because it doesn't come across in Hollywood in any stretch. I mean, you've always got the reinforcement of the stereotype. Sorry, I've added to the question, but please carry on.
No, I don't actually. So what is the,
how do you think Hollywood or the media, social media, the entertainment media or mediums are addressing that stereotype that you were talking about earlier on, in terms of reversing that stereotype? Because we tend to still reinforce it.
Yeah.
With the looks, the types of person, it doesn't matter. You say, oh, this guy looks like he's gonna be a mean son of a gun, or this lady, she's gonna look like a mean kind of boss or she looks like a floozy. I don't know whether you know what a floozy is, but a lady of misreputation, for want of a better expression, because of her looks or how she dresses or the kind of makeup she puts on or whatever, blah blah. And then a film which is like, how when you watch something you think the character doesn't fit the looks.
Mm-hmm.
But why is that? We've embedded that look, and it's been reinforced over eons, for one of in our mindset, that is not the kind of look that that kind of person should have.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, it's society.
Yeah. I feel like this is more, rather than me answering a question in a position of like, I know, because I don't, I'd rather feel like this is more of a discussion. So I would just share my thoughts in that we're all conditioned based on our family, our society, and our culture. Right? So when we see that on media, film, TV media, it either solidifies our already preconditioning, or it can change our conditioning, right? I feel like as we see more media expand awareness, that can help change the conditionings that we've had. And I can't be responsible for it, but I can start helping to show differences.
Okay. I mean, it's a bit like guys like, Denzel Washington. He can play the bad guy, he can play the good guy.
Yeah.
And we've seen him in both roles, and therefore you don't associate him with any particular make. But in general, but anyway, thank you for answering that question. The other questions, which I probably think you've forgotten, was so apologies for that. Was the Mills and Boons and the certain types of people and the way the stereotype of certain types of peoples and the way of their understanding of what should then be next. Like for instance, you're talking about your growing up. You thought you were gonna be. You had a aha moment. Thing, I'm gonna be an actor. And your dad looked at you, was like, and I can understand where your dad's coming from, huh? From Hong Kong. He's like, you're going to be a doctor, you're going to be a lawyer, you're going to be it's a cultural norm in certain societies. You definitely ain't going to be an actor or a musician or something like that. So I can see, these are cultural stereotypes that we grew up with for whatever reason, but they wanted the best for us, and they thought that would be the way forward, because they never saw, as you say, somebody with your face on the TV. So why would you ever succeed? Just like Barack Obama was the president of America. You still have to have a woman president. But hey, you still got a few years to go for that one, at least 4. So from that perspective, there's a stereotype out there where the narrative, we grew up with these love stories, and again, stories of immigrants coming from, I'm a first generation Brit, coming from Africa, but I'm also a rocket scientist. Now, I've flown astronauts to space, I've got payloads, I've got satellites that tell you your climate change and all the rest of it. Now, when I go back to Ghana, which I did recently, it's like, you what? You're who? It's beyond the comprehension that somebody like me, with my color, would be doing, telling, consultant to NASA, consultant to European Space Agency, a consultant to the EUMETSAT. It doesn't compute, because, as you say, people like me don't do that kind of thing, especially in Africa, right? So what do you think we can do? Again, as you say, it's a discussion. And from your experience, and from your parents' experience, I'm sure you picked up a lot from them, because I picked a lot up from my parents as well. And you're a very smart lady. At least that's what I determined from you.
See, that's your perception, yeah.
That's what's coming across from you. So you're doing it well. If you're acting, I don't know, but I don't think so. But
I'm not acting, but I don't know that I'm that smart. But yeah.
How do you think we as a society can change that outlook? I mean, I go out and I do talking and I speak to schools and universities, and they realize, oh, really? If he can do it, then so can I, so to speak. But what do you think?
Well, this hasn't got anything to do with acting. My answer is
part of it. Acting is one of those mediums that spread across. It's like mathematics, right? It doesn't have a color, a gender, or anything like that. It's like music. It crosses all societies, but it's available to everybody.
Yeah.
And acting is one of those things that it's, I mean, if I was standing on a political platform, Democrat, Republican, what's it called? Labour, Conservative. Oh, you're Labour, you're Conservative. Acting cuts across all these genres. I mean, it's independent. It's not based on color. It's not based on background. It's like, if there's a message in the medium, the message is taken, irrespective of the background. Like your background's a blue background, so you can put anything behind you, just like I've got the shuttle behind me. The shuttle is actually behind me, but it tells somebody something that
I was going to say, Alf, it's interesting to see in Deutsche Welle all of these tables and reports about exactly what you were talking about. I like watching Deutsche Welle and reading, but they did a huge report here on blackface usage and how difficult it was for Asians in the 1960s. So her dad was not wrong. If you look at that report there with the tables published in the newspaper, Mighty Whitey, Mellow Yellow, Asian Speaky English, Asian and Nerdy, Interchangeable Asian Cultures, that whole report will be in the transcript for people to read. Her dad was not wrong, and I think we experienced a lot of this. We went to the Chinese American Historical Association Museum and saw the Bruce Lee exhibit. Alya's husband, Eric, was a huge Bruce Lee fan like me. For me, that was a life journey as a little white boy. I remember studying Jeet Kune Do and many different martial arts when Bruce was alive as a kid. And it took me 50 years. And when I found out that was available, I told my wife, this is a life journey. I have to go there to see this as a little white boy, because this Asian gentleman was so awesome. It was beyond humanistic belief. And so we now have him here in the museum with stuff. And yeah, both of you, Alya's dad and your questions are dead on. And I love the fact we often get comments about this club that you guys take on outrageous subjects, and having that lady yelling into the microphone about the prisons with blacks in prisons 2 years ago, and the guest speakers that you guys have, we would never actually have at a Rotary Club meeting. So I love that we're taking on these issues when I see them and hear them. Did you get your third question answered, Alf?
It sort of rolls into the same question as number two, which is the role of the media in terms of getting the same message out or changing the narrative that we have. So yeah, it's a sort of a sub question of the question, and I think I don't expect Alya, my daughter's namesake, to have all the answers. She herself is on a journey like each and every one of us, who are trying to find out the best way we can positively impact society. Otherwise, we wouldn't be in a Rotary Club in the first place.
It's also interesting to see the tables and statistics here. They say blackface has decreased, but black characters still die first in Hollywood. They have the scary black man, the black dude dies first. All of this is tableized in quantitative results here. The black best friend, but not too black, the black face, the sassy black woman. And they show this for the Latino figures. Most Germans are either Nazis or scientists, and they all love David Hasselhoff. This is some serious stuff. British people, mostly evil, but also classy, uptight, and mean. So this has been really a great opportunity to hear these questions and have
there is a I would say a series that's going against the grain at the moment. That is very good.
Which one?
What's it called? Denzel played it in 1 and 2, and it's called Equalizer.
Oh, the Equalizer.
And it's been translated into transferred into a series with Queen Latifah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's a TV series with Queen Latifah. Yeah.
Yeah, but there are three. I think there are 3 films. with Denzel Washington acting as the equalizer.
Yes.
And I think the fact that I say it's going against the grain in the sense that one, it's a female operative.
Yeah.
Two, she's the best.
Yeah.
Three, she's a mother that can do all these things, and she's, excuse my French, kick ass.
Yeah.
You know?
He is kick ass. Yeah. Queen Latifah.
Yeah. Oh, and to be clear, my friend that's always booked as a bad guy, he's white and gay. Just so you know.
Who's this?
The one I was talking
Who's
about
it?
earlier, that's always cast as
yeah.
a bad guy, that he looks really scary. He's white, he's a big white guy, and he's very gay.
Yeah.
But he plays like the thugs.
Yeah.
But
yeah. So what I wanted to say, I'm impressed by the fact that Hollywood is, or it might not be Hollywood, but it's the same genre of acting is standing up to the, what do we call it? Because she's not the what's it called? All the ladies independent, so kind of figure of a woman either. She's probably, I don't know, 12, 16 kind of woman with not the necessary curves in the right place, but she's kicking some serious butt of all the hard gangsters. So from this perspective, but she's still as soft as a mother, and these things can be mixed up, and she's hard-nosed against the CIO, the FBI, the police, and these are the kind of, it's not that I'm 100% for it, but it's changing the narrative.
Yes. Right.
Subliminally, but it's changing the narrative.
Right, which I love. And that's what we're starting to see more of. It's not there yet. And I love that, right? Because then it becomes more about an individual, right? It's the individual. And that individual can be whoever he or she is or wants to be, irregardless of what they look like, right?
Yeah. And on that same point of individual is also changing the individual's mindsets.
Yeah.
Because you're not thinking about it, but you're absorbing it and saying, a woman can do this as well. As opposed to women back in the day, women should be chained to the kitchen sink, as opposed to she can't go out. You've not been voting for a woman for long in the States, less than 60 years. Right? So a woman can go out and get, a job. She can be independent. She can, Queen Latifah in the what do we call it? In the Equalizer is also a single mother. She needs support of the family. So there's all these dynamics going on that is delaying. So yes, we've had our discussion. Thank you.
Yeah, great. And I think as we get more writers as we get more of that out there, and that the writers are more diverse, right? And we get more individual human stories out there, that narrative will start changing. And it already is starting to change. But we still have a long way to go, right?
Absolutely.
We still have a long way to go. But we are making progress. So I think that that's good.
Yep. It was amazing to me in the American military, as far as we have come, with problems of drugs and drug use and things like that, to see randomly the 18-year-old dinosaurs would show up, and they literally they thought it was McHale's Navy from the 1960s, and we're going to be drunk every night. And every port we hit, I'm going to get loaded and jackknife until 5 a.m. And they'll pour me back into my rack to go to sleep. I'll literally have that much beer inside me. And we would get them at 18 when they would show up and tell them, dude, I don't know what old films or TV shows you're watching, but that is not the American Navy any longer. When we pull into a port with a ship, we're going out a community relations project. We are building orphanages. We are working with children playing soccer and handing out food at the shelter this week. Everybody has to be in. A lot of them were very disillusioned, pissed off, and angry, and couldn't wait to get out of the American Navy as soon as possible because you had to be in at 9 o'clock at night. You were not allowed to be out. They'll send the cops out to get you, the shore patrol. And so their version of what they thought they were signing up for was not the 1960s any longer in the American Navy. And there were many old lobsters, I would call them, who were pissed off that they had to be in at 9 o'clock now. They had been in the Navy 14, 18 years with snapjaw fist fighting and boozing. You know, the first case of beers, 24 cans, is all in the crush. It's all in the full bullwhip with the crush. And that's just to get a buzz. One case is to get buzzed because their alcoholic tolerance is so built up. Case 2 and 3 of drinking until 4 in the morning is when you begin to get drunk. So that's per human. And, you know, when they show up and say, yeah, we got a good start, Marty. We got 14 cases already to start. That's computing 3 to 4 cases per human. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. You're living your life in the crush. It's all in the crush. This is really archaic, guys, and really antiquated. And so it's just interesting to see, even in the military, that an 18-year-old dinosaur could show up and have those thoughts. So I would expect in Hollywood that still people can show up at 18 and still be thinking that there's Harvey Weinstein's casting couch. And if I do a sexual favor for somebody, I'll get the part because that's how things work here. And, you know, it's probably never, ever, ever, never going to be stamped out 100%. There's always a villain right around the corner waiting to get away with one more rape or one more filthy, inhumane act and finally get caught. And then they have to show up and do the hobble with the handcuffs and the cuffs around the ankles in an orange suit is all that they seem to understand, is being imprisoned for 20 to 40 years. That's the only thing that they get. And so it's a shame, but those humans have been around a long time, I guess, since Rome, right?
Yeah, but the other thing I think I would add to that is, yeah, you've got the Top Guns from the 1980s and all those kind of films where this kind of behavior was more or less betrayed. A Few Good Men, another one. I Sit on a Wall, and you know, you know, absolute classic film. But again, these are films that, yes, they're good entertainment. That is suspension of unbelief, which is what is called in the trade. You're supposed to go and suspend your belief as to what can actually be done. I mean, there were a few space programs or films where you had you know,
Hidden Figures was unbelievable, bro.
No,
I was so pissed off watching Hidden Figures. I just start to get like, you can't believe that this is what was going on when I was a kid, that my parents and my grandparents, that I have to find this crap out now in my 40s and 50s of what was really going on when I was, it is disgusting. And you find the truth out about what your grandparents were doing and your parents knew about. You will find out the truth. That's how disgusting it is to have to watch these films.
That's what it was. It's the same with 12 Years a Slave. I mean, you could go on. There are some great films out there that depict Roots, which was way back in the 70s and 80s. But I mean, things, when I say suspension of disbelief, like films like Gravity, right? I watched Gravity, and as somebody who sends people to astronauts in space, I was like watching as well, like, yeah, right, like that's gonna happen. No way on planet Earth. You know, the other one was the one where the guy went to, oh, what was it? The edge of a black hole and the time space delirium. But the point is,
Interstellar, yeah, that was a great film.
Interstellar, that's it.
Yeah,
You know, these
great
are the
film.
things that get put in our heads. Just like when you ask, I'm in Germany, when you ask, oh, your English is very good. Where did you learn your English? Oh, from the films. I've been watching films. So you know that people are learning how to speak excellent English, right? But what else have they been learning subliminally about? I mean, you go to Africa,
Sure.
everybody wants to, well, not everybody, but a lot of the youth want to come outside. Why? Because they still believe the streets of London are paved with gold. All you got to do is go bend down, pick some up, and then you're going to be rich. Or the streets of the States, you know, it's an easy life. You get a job, but it's not like that, because that's the subliminal message that's those films from back in the day. And this is why my questions were at least question 2 and 3 were more geared towards what is the understanding that we're giving in the future going forward, because you're a current actor, and you've got input into the current laws. So I'm just exploring
And I think
how we're going to go
if I
forward.
can wrap it up today, because I see Carolina's
People
got
are
more
leaving.
chili, but I was gonna say that one of the things Aliyah told me was before, they're also trying to get more people, you know, like Asian women behind the camera who are doing the script writing and doing the directing and doing the producing and doing the major biopic film epics and running all of that. So you know, there's so much bandwidth. Shankar with Bollywood, we're always talking about Bollywood with Anil. There's so much bandwidth available to us, and man, Shogun did really good at the awards this year.
That new
I've
one.
been watching that guy that got up
Shogun,
there.
is that
I've
new
been
one?
watching him for 30, 40 years. But I swear back to the original Shogun he was in. If I'm not mistaken, but yeah, I was so happy for him. He has been such a long-term Hollywood actor. My goodness, I would guess he's been in the industry 50 years. And he finally got an award. And Demi Moore, the classic white woman, finally got an award. Unbelievable. So kudos to them for hanging in there, man. And
Thank you, Alia. Thank you very much for your
thank you,
time,
Aliyah.
for answering, for being so open, so available to us. Thank you very much.
And
Yeah, thank you for your questions.
oh gosh, what a great talk. And if you have to run, we applaud you
Thank
for
you, guys.
bringing this level of soap opera drama to us. We have enjoyed you, and we're going to do a little bit of club business. So if you want to exit out, if anybody's got to run, Shanker and I, the secretary and the treasurer, anybody's welcome to stay.
Okay.
But we're going to do a little bit of club business. Thank you guys so much for today's meeting. Have a great week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alia.
Thank
At
you.
least I know somebody who's got my
Thank
daughter's
you.
name.
Good questions, Al. Good questions. You know what it is? I feel like it's all conditioning. And when we have more conscious awareness, we can change that conditioning. But it's like Marty said, some people will never have growth or awareness or self-awareness, and they will never change.
Yeah, they're raising dinosaurs also.
Yeah, and they're raising
Tell Eric I said I miss him.
Okay, I will.
But we said hello.
Thanks, Alf, for
Thank
being
you, Alia.
Thank you, Alia.
Thank you, Alia.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Carolina. Carolina. Thank you, Shankar. Thank you, Marty. Bye.
You're welcome. Take care now.
And I'll cut out as well. Thanks very much.
Take care, buddy. Yep.
Bye.
So,
Marty,
yeah.
one question.
Go ahead.
I gotta go because I have my meeting of the D100.
Yeah.
And it started 30 minutes ago. So.
Oh gosh. Okay.
No. Don't worry. The point is that if we are going to do the meetings on Saturdays, can we do it later or before? I don't know, because we are a lot of, well, Ritu is in the D100 too, Pauline too, John too, me too. So yeah, this is the truth. I don't want to leave the meeting because it was
I would bring
amazing.
that up in the leaders and members group to change the time. Because that's
Please.
easy to change the time. But ask, it's not up to me. That was for the
No, no,
president.
no, of course.
But ask
Of
her
course.
to please change the time because of the G100 thing. And whatever you guys decide, I'll go in and change everything to the new time.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't
I
matter to
gotta
me.
go. Yeah.
I'm here for you.
Talk to you later. Bye,
Okay.
Shankar. Bye,
Good luck,
Shak.
buddy. Your hair looks
Bye.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
She colored her hair red and sent me a new photo. So
Yeah.
I thought it looked fantastic, a lot better. And we got that changed on the website. So I think maybe Shank, we should try to share a video again and figure out what the setting is that's wrong on here that you can't hear audio volume. Let me check here in audio. The microphone, okay. Yep, Yeti microphone, okay. Audio settings. Maybe there's something in here. I know everything, my microphone's working great. It's just when sharing that I noticed it was not bringing up the YouTube automatically adjust noise suppression. Live performance audio. Okay, yeah. I've had a problem with that before. And advanced settings. Echo cancellation. Okay, let me just try this again. I will bring up a website because my intention was to play like that nice video, and I've never had it to where my video was not working, where I couldn't hear.
Initially, yeah.
Yeah, I've never experienced that on the internet, at least with Google Meet or anything. I've never experienced it. It doesn't do that. And I think we need to drive more subscribers to the Rotary Club YouTube site.
Yeah.
We need to drive it. All right, let's try this video here. Okay, now I'm getting the audio there. Okay, so let's try it. I'll go in there and say, hey, Chuck, let's share. Maybe I need to share the specific window instead of the entire screen. Let me see if that's the trick. All right, here we go. Let me see if you guys can hear this. Money work. Okay, I'm getting the audio on this side. Were you guys able to hear that?
Yes, yes,
Yep.
we can hear it too.
Okay, so Shankar, if for some reason you are hosting the meeting because I couldn't get on or I'm on vacation and you use your access to host the meeting,
Yeah.
then what you would need to do is select that window. I was selecting the whole screen.
Okay.
Instead, I should have selected the window only for that particular video. Money work. Se arregla con dinero. Okay, yeah. Hey everybody. So
Hey, buddy,
yeah.
do we have the recording of the meeting so I can watch it?
Yes, in fact, I'll go on ahead and stop for today, today's meeting. Let me hit the stop button here.